Um, The ranking member and I, and perhaps our colleague, Ms. Lee, has another question, so I'm going to open for a second round of questioning. I recognize myself. Mr. Papadopoulos, some things along, some percentages and statistics are law enforcement sensitive, so I recognize that. But I'm going to ask you to share with America to the extent that you can so that the citizenry can comprehend just what an overwhelming challenge we face regarding the fentanyl that's already in our country. As we consider the volume seized, which is an unprecedented amount, you guys are pretty much seizing everything you have operational capability to seize. And it's an incredible job that you're doing. But regarding the volume seized, regardless of at ports of entry or between ports of entry, can you share with America what you would consider to be a number that the public could consume and would not interfere with the operations? What's the percentage of seizures versus the totality of volume that has come into our country?
Sir, thanks for the question. I think DEA strives to seize as many drugs as possible. We don't find any acceptable amount of drugs entering the United States. So we continue to do whatever we can.
Of course, and you're seizing all your, I would imagine if you had twice the staff, you'd be seizing twice the volume that you have right now. There's so much out there. A drug dealer told me last year, he said, Cap, we have so much fentanyl, we're giving it away. That's why people are dying. They want their product to be more popular on the streets, so they're making it heavier. And this guy has been in the game for quite some time, is incarcerated. And he said that they essentially are giving volumes away, and when people start dying, they reel it back. He said that they abandoned volumes of fentanyl if they're going to cross state lines, if they're moving an operation to another state, because it's so much cheaper to replace the fentanyl than it is to risk the interstate trafficking. So you're seizing unbelievable volumes of fentanyl. But how does that volume compare with what, in your estimation, would be the total? Are you seizing 25%, 50%, 15%?
Sir, I'd like to consult our intelligence division on that. I don't know that I would want to give you a more precise answer.
Right next to you.
This is DHS, but yes.
Sir, so little explanation first. The challenge with something like fentanyl is being synthetic. There's no agriculture-based place to get an initial estimate. So unlike cocaine or marijuana, where we can kind of do an oversight to see general cultivation estimates, we can't do that with synthetics like fentanyl or methamphetamine. When we look at it holistically from an intelligence perspective, it's probably within that 25% mark based off demand in the U.S.
Thank you. I think that's an honest answer. That's an honest answer, and this will paint the picture for America of the challenge that we face. I yield the balance of my time and recognize the ranking member for additional questions.